Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Zipporah Kwambai from Kenya School of Defense. I am going to take you through crop production. And under crop production, we are looking at maize or Z maize. That's the scientific name. Here is the picture of the maize, and then here is the maize with its fully ripened. And here is the maize plant in the field. And then we look at the introduction, its origin and distribution. It is known that maize was cultivated systematically by the American Indians from Chile to Virginia, from Brazil to California, several centuries before the Maya civilization. Maize is the third most important cereal crop in the world after wheat and barley. USA is a leader producer country followed by China, Brazil and Mexico. In Malaysia, maize is mainly planted in Perak, Johor, Selangor and Kedah. And in Kenya, maize is mainly grown in Trans Nzoia, Uasin Gishu, Nandi counties, and Narok. We say every part of the maize plant has economic value. The grain, leaves, stalk, cob, and hull be used to produce a large variety of food and non-food products. Maize is mostly grown by small-scale farmers, generally for subsistence as part of mixed agricultural systems. We see usage and distribution. The blue one shows food, the maroon one shows feed, the green one shows seed, and the yellow one is for processing. We see this one, processing is 2%, 21%, seed production is 2%, and then we have feed 57%. We see the morphology. We say the fruit of the corn plant is the corn kernel. The ear is a collection of kernels on the cob. The ear is covered by tightly wrapped leaves called the husks. We see the silk, or is the name for the styles of the distillate flowers, which emerge from the husk. Here is the morphology. We have the male flower. We have the spikelets here. These are the spikelets. And we have the silk. This one, the silk. And then we have the female flower, the husk. We say cope with 1,000 ovum of potentially to become kernels. We have scientific classification. Here is our maize plant. We have the family. The family name of maize is Poaceae. The genus name is Z. The species name is maize. So the scientific name of maize is Z maize. Common name is maize, corn or jagang. You can see climate and soil suitability. Let's look at the climate and soil suitability. Climate, we say 20 to 45 degrees Celsius optimum temperature for good yields is around 30 degrees Celsius. Maize is especially sensitive to moisture stress around the time of crop formation. In the tropics, it does best with 500 to 800 millimeters of rain during the growing season. Water is critical and very important in three growth stages, that is in sowing, flowering, and fruit formation. The type of soil, the soil should be well drained, well aerated, deep soils or 50 centimeters, containing adequate organic matter and well supplied with available nutrients. Maize is suitable to be planted in loam, sandy loam, and clay loam. Maize can be grown on soils with a pH from 5.5 to 6.5. Within the slope, it should be 0 to 6. Sensitive to salinity and water load. Varieties. We can say corn can be classified into 7 groups based on endosperm, that is the hard starch and soft starch, and the 2 bloom characters. We have the hard starch and soft starch, and the soft starch we have the dent corn and floricon. On hard starch we have gamma, lincoln, or popcorn and popcorn. We have dent corn or Maize indentata. The variety that is greatest of economic value. It has a large kernel that is root shaped. Then kernel contain both hard and soft starch that become indented at maturity. We said dent corn is often used as livestock feed in industrial products or to make processed foods, e.g. maize oil. Popcorn, we have sweet corn, we have flowery corn, we have flan corn, dent corn, and pod corn. We see dent corn, Maize, var indentata. The variety that is of greatest economic value, large kernel fruit shaped. Dent corn is often used as livestock feed in industrial products or to make processed food, e.g. maize. We have Lincoln, kernel shape, small rounded hard shiny. Each kernel has a hard outer layer to protect the soft endosperm, very low water content, open pollinated, so neighboring kernels may bear remarkably different genes and therefore colors. Human consumption and livestock feed. We have sweet corn, Maize here is the sweet corn. And then let's look at sweet corn. We say sweet corn of Maize from rugosa or saccharata. We say Jakang manis produce 2 or more cocks per plant. We say sweet corn is primarily eaten on the cob, or it can be canned or frozen for future consumption. Extra sweet because it contains more natural sugars than other types of corn. Almost 50% of the sugar can be converted to starch only 24 hours after sweet corn is picked, so it is best to eat it fresh. We have floricon or Maize, amelasi, Jakang chapang, medium plant, kernel, almost soft starch. We say flour corn is used in packed goods because it has soft, starch-filled kernel that is easy to grind. Popcorn, Maize, var aveta. Let's see the popcorn here. The popcorn itself when it is cooked here. We continue. We look at the popcorn, Maize for aveta. It has soft, starchy center surrounded by a very hard endosperm. When popcorn is eaten, the natural moisture inside the kernel turns to steam that builds up enough pressure for the kernel to explode. When the kernel explodes, the white starchy mass will be formed, used as popcorn snack, food, and biodegradable packing material. We have the waxy corns, Maize carotina, Jacan bulut. We say it is medium in size. Kernel is soft and contains high amylopectin. Amylopectin or waxy starch is now used mainly in food products, but also in the textile, adhesive, corrugating, and paper industry. We look at the pod corn, Maize farm, tunicata, Jacan lecam tokol, might share endosperm characteristics such as dense, flint, sweet, flour, pop, and waxy corn. Not much of economic value, commonly used as decorations. Propagation, here is the maize in the field. Let us look at propagation. We say the planting material. We say the regular planting materials for maize production is seeds. Maize should be grown from seeds supplied by reputable distributors. The seeds include from local selections, Kenya Seed Company, locally bred hybrids, imported hybrids, or wholesome composites. We see here is the one seed classification. We have seed. This is from the seed local seed. We see low to medium yields, usually well shielded and so more resistant to weevil attack in storage, possibly more palatable to local tastes. Exotic varieties of maize can be collected to add genetic diversity when selectively breeding new domestic strains. Hybrid seed, high yielding but also requires large amounts of fertilizer. Seed from hybrids cannot be saved for planting, so new hybrid seed is required each year. Hybridization allows for more uniform maturity, improved quality, and disease resistance. Composite seed. These are stabilized varieties and new seed is not required each year. If proper selection procedures are followed, farmers can use their seeds selected from their harvests. Seed field planting. And then we look at the land preparation. Cultivated as monocrop or intercrop. Intercropping with rubber, oil palm, and coconut. Planting should be carried out during moderately wet season. In well-drained soil, bed preparation is not necessary. The soil is first plowed to a depth of 15 cm. Break the larger lumps of soil and make drills about 5 cm deep in rows. For 1 acre seed treatment, for 1 acre of planting, 10 kilograms of seeds are needed. Immerse the seed in clean water for 1 hour. The seed should be treated with fungicide and insecticides, e.g. Captan, Viram, Furadan, or Cabaril prior to sowing. We have planting distance or spacing. We say 40,000 to 50,000 plants per acre. Sweet corn 75 centimeters by 30 centimeters within a row. Dent and flint corn 90 centimeters between row by 20 centimeters between a row. Place the seeds 2 to 3 seeds points in the drills about 20 centimeters apart. Cover up with about 3 centimeters of ripple soil. Water the soil thoroughly immediately after sowing. You can see the distance here. We have 30 centimeters. So 25 centimeters from here. We have 45 centimeters from here. And then we have planting bed, that's 5 by 30. We look at with planting. We say we do thinning. We say germination usually occurs in 3 to 4 days. Thinning must be carried out when the seedlings are about 15 centimeters tall by leaving only one plant to survive. As the plant grows, some soil may be raised regularly to cover the lower stems and the roots to prevent lodging. We say crop rotation. Crop rotation is practiced to maintain soil fertility and to reduce plant diseases. It also prevents proliferation of insects and other pests on any one crop. For example, new soil is first planted with maize, followed by groundnut, cucumber, and then long bean. Different species of the same family should not be grown one after another, as they may harbor the same pests and diseases. Here is a table crop rotation. You can see here, you can plant this, you rotate with this one, the next time you rotate with these ones here, beans, garlic leaves, onions. We have general maintenance. You see weeding. We say maize is very sensitive to weed competition during the first 4 to 6 weeks after emergence. Weeds can decrease 40% of the potential yield. Manual and chemical weeding. We have contact and systemic herbicide. Fertilization. Liberal application of fertilizer is necessary to sustain growth. In large-scale cultivation, 200 kilograms of complete fertilizer or 4,000 kilograms of poultry manure can be plowed into each hectare of land before planting. We say 4 to 5 weeks after planting, apply another 200 kilograms of complete fertilizer or 4,000 kilograms of poultry manure to give growth an extra boost. For small-scale cultivation, the following fertilizer program may be applied for each 90 cm by 9 meter bed. You have the growth stage. Week after planting, your fertilizer and dosage. You apply 300 grams of a complete fertilizer and 6 kilograms of poultry manure. Weeks after planting, 400 grams of complete fertilizer or liberal application of poultry manure. Weeks after planting, 400 grams of complete fertilizer or liberal application of poultry manure. We have pest and disease control. We have Zipporah Kwambai or Ostinia silentialis. We say Zipporah Kwambai or Ostinia silentialis. The caterpillar either bore into the stem, damaging the flowers and also young developing hops. As the result, the stem will break and the plant produce smaller cup. Control of this is Zipporah Kwambai. It can be controlled by spraying carbaryl or cypermethrin a month after planting. Conserve natural enemies, that is parasitic wasps and predatory ants, crop rotation and field sanitation. We have greenhopper or aphids babies. We see it attacks maize in the silting stage, arresting pollination. Sucking sap in the green leaves. We have the control. You conserve natural enemies, parasitic flies, assassin bugs, mulching, spraying by use of biopesticides, that is gamma PHC and malathion. We have cornworm or Helicobacter amigera. Here is the cornworm, as you can see here. Here is this, the cornworm. Let us see how it attacks the maize. Cornworm attack mainly the developing cobs. Eggs are laid on the silks. Caterpillars infect the cobs and feed on developing grain. Control. Conserve natural enemies, parasitic wasps, ants, and predatory bugs. And pick and destroy both porous. Use biopesticides by planting extracts, e.g. neem, garlic, and chili. We have the general maintenance. In the general maintenance, we look at the we have to see the pest and disease control. We have the smart Ustulaco Maize, and this attacks the maize. It attacks by showing the signs formation of galls or tumors on above ground parts of maize plant. Galls are at first covered by a shining whitish green membrane. As the small gall enlarges, the membrane ruptures, exposing a powdery black mass of spores. Control. We use resistant varieties, hybrids, practice crop rotation, and practice field sanitation. We have harvesting. The period of harvesting is 45 days after sowing, depending on the type of the maize or the corn. We say harvesting can be done according to the corn's usage. 45 days after sowing, baby corns are harvested for vegetables. 66 days after sowing fresh cooked sweet corn. 68 days after sowing fresh crop of other field crops. 110 to 115 days after sowing for maize, for grain and seed production. Mature state, they do not shrink after dying. The stage of maturity can be recognized by yellowing of leaves, yellow dry peppery husks and hard grains with a close surface. When the grains are pressed and produce milky substances, it is still immature. The fresh crop is suitable to be harvested when the tip of the scoop has dried and dark brown in color. The water content should be 20 to 32%. The normal harvesting method of maize is by manual unpicking or mechanization by using picker, sheller, motorized harvesting. In an harvesting, the cob should be broken off with a little attached stalk as possible. They may be harvested with as still attached. Thank you.